Oh my gosh, welcome back. Now, because we had some internal wall insulation done on this back wall here in my bedroom. Oh, it looks beautiful, by the way. It looks absolutely beautiful. They've plastered over it and we've been living with it like this for ages because painting the bedroom is a massive, massive mission. It's a big room, me and Jim have different sleep patterns. It's very, very difficult to find the time and energy to paint it, but the time is upon us. So we got given a paint pack voucher because they'd redone the wall so that we could basically use the vouchers to buy stuff to paint the room and decorate it. They've given us paintbrushes, white spirit cleaner, dust sheets, rollers, some white paint, and then we got to pick 2 paint colours. So it was Armstead colours. So they're like Dulux, Trade, Armstead, like the same thing kind of thing apparently, I don't know. They gave us a leaflet where we could choose some colours. And you had to pay for the samples, which was very annoying because the samples weren't like little tiny ones, they're like big ones. So it was a bit annoying because we had to pay for the samples. We bought 6 samples in total because I am useless at making decisions, and then when you put me and Jim together trying to make a decision to do with paint and decor where we both agree, because for some reason our tastes did come together at one point and then they went their separate ways, so trying to find a compromise where we're both happy is very, 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 very difficult. So all of the samples that we chose, we basically like could not agree on which ones we liked at all. So there were a couple that I quite liked. You'll see like a hell of a lot of samples behind me. There were a couple that I really liked. So this room originally used to be, we used to have a really nice blue inkwell on the back wall, and then the rest of the wall's grey, this grey that it still is. And I loved it at the time. Now we've gotten to a point, obviously we need to decorate anyway. The grey paint has gone just like dirty looking. The skirting boards all need redoing because I think the white I initially used was, there's certain kinds that just tend to yellow over time. I don't know the technical ones that turn yellow, but it turned yellow. So that's looking mucky. We've had some guttering issues along above my curtains where, on the wall with my curtains and window on, and just like loads of damp patches, loads of damp mould residue around the window, so it needs a proper makeover anyway. So I'm like, right, let's use this time, let's get this made over and let's change the colour scheme because I am so over grey. I am completely over grey, even though one of the samples I chose was grey, and to be fair it was quite a nice grey and it went really well with the blue. But then it was just basically doing the same thing that we'd already had, just like slightly different tones. And I was just like, I don't want this cold bedroom look. I don't want that. I want warm colours. I am completely obsessed with the bare plaster wall that's there at the moment, but I don't think it's wise to leave bare plaster. I don't know. I've looked it up and some people say it's fine, but I mean, it's where we sleep as well, so I just don't know. Some people say it can like get dusty and stuff. I don't know. It's probably not healthy. And Jim doesn't really want it left the bare plaster, even though he liked it originally when it was first done. But then I think the shades changed as it dried and it looks a bit too pink for his liking now. So I actually love the rustic look. I think it looks wonderful, but we need to choose some new paint colours. So I then went rogue because we've been having so many discussions about these. I've literally been like, Jim, come to the bedroom. I'm not in the way you think. We are going to talk paint. I've done this so many times all week. One last chat this morning before I went to get the paint pack, and we tried to come to a decision and we could not come to one properly. So, well, I did come to one. I then went to get the samples back, didn't I? The ones that we had kind of ruled out. The little square samples, not the actual paint samples. And then I chose like a brownie shade that I was like, it's called Antelope, and I just really liked it. I was like, what if we did this and the white? Because it's just warming. I just want brown tones. I know I might have to change some of the other decor in here. I understand that, but I really want warmth added to the bedroom. Jim, as lovely as he is, actually said, well, one of us may as well be happy. So he let me go and order the brown one. It's one of those things. I wanted us to agree. I wanted him to be happy. I didn't want to paint it and him just be like, eh, it's all right, I suppose. But actually, I took a risk. I went with the Winter Avenue white and the brown in Antelope shade, and I've brought them back and I put the paint sample on the wall and I was like, what do you think? And he was just like, it's all right. Not too bad actually, kind of thing, you know? Yes. So, took a risk. So that's the colours we're going for. So we're actually not sure now whether to do one feature wall and all the others in white, or actually do 2 walls in the brown and then the other 2 in white, mix it up a little bit. It all depends how far the paint tubs go, to be honest, because annoyingly I might end up having to buy more. Jim actually said, oh, we should have just bought 2 of the browns and done the whole thing brown, but I couldn't take that risk, could I? I was already taking a risk, just going rogue when I hadn't even had a proper paint sample of it. Anyway, so that's the plan. So now my first mission. This is going to be, this video may be over such a long time, or it may be like multiple videos, don't really know yet, but I just thought I'd do a quick intro while all the paint samples are on the wall so you can see how this story begins. The story of the bedroom makeover. And yeah, my first mission now is just going to be to paint white. And I'm actually going to use the Winter Avenue sample that we bought, because as I say, the samples were quite big, so it's a decent sized pot. So I'm actually going to use that to paint over all of the samples, just to give it a layer of, because I kind of did quite big samples on the wall so that I could really get a gist of whether I liked the colours or not. So I really may need a few layers of whites to kind of get it to cover and not show through. So yeah, first mission, I'm gonna do that. Of day 2, I had the window open and the seagulls were so goddamn loud. The neighbours decided to throw out some bread for them. Foolish mistake. What are you doing? Don't you know I'm filming? Anyway, so today is the day I'm going to actually get stuck in and do some painting. A seagull almost came flying into the window then. That was very, very close. Anyway, so I'm going to be filming mostly into the window section because I'm going to be filming, no, I'm going to be painting and getting rid of all the mould surrounds the window area. So not sure how much I'll be able to film because of the lighting issue with filming into the window. So we'll see how we get on, but I'll show you as much as I can. I'm gonna get cracking with that first. Then I'm going to do Winter Avenue, the warm white all over that wall, and then hopefully move on to my wardrobe wall. Now I may cheat and not paint the section where the wardrobes cover. But shh, get away with it, I will. So ideally, just gonna paint the top of the wardrobes and down the side. And then, I don't know, probably needs 2 coats on both of those walls. And then that will be those walls done. And then we'll tackle the other 2. Let's go. going okay so far. I hate the first coat. I hate first coats because you can see the colour underneath still. It looks patchy, looks horrible. Blech. But I can't wait to get the second coat on. This is where I get impatient because I want to just put the second coat on straight away, but I need to let it dry. I am in the process of now getting to this area where I still need to clean up here above the wardrobe. So I may need to ask Jim to help me move this wardrobe out the way. Yeah, maybe I'll get like this section done before moving the wardrobe and then return back to the beginning to do the second coat eventually. What a workout. Glad I didn't go to the gym this morning. It's totally not needed. Filming. Do what you wish. Show off the walls, Jim. Hello and welcome back to another part of this video. We're painting again. I have no idea how motivated I actually feel today by the vibe of this intro. I'm not sure it's very motivated. I think I'm more concerned because I have to do a whitewash on the plastered wall, the freshly plastered wall. So I think it's just like I've never done that before. I feel like it's going to splatter everywhere because I've got to like water down the paint and I just want to get cracking on the colour, but I have to do that first. And then I have to wait for that to dry. I'm just a bit like, do I have to? But I do have to. So yeah, it's this wall and that wall that I'm gonna do next. Let's do it. I mean, come on. The other two walls were more awkward. One was around the window where it was just all the cutting in and things had to be done, and then I had to move all the wardrobes for the other wall. So these two walls should be easy. They are bare. There was nothing around them. It should be very, very simple. It's just the fucking whitewash. Let's see if I get on. Everyone watching understands that this is just a whitewash. It's not actually how I paint, is it? We need to remove our little picture. Brought Jim in to assist. Tools. Basically, we've glued it to the wall. We were like, we'll never have to move this, will we? I tried to do that. They've got to be like, can we not get a thinner, something like a knife? What about one of our knives?
What, the new ones?
The older ones.
What does that mean?
There's like...
If it's a butter knife.
We just need to slice.
Okay, right, well, you put the knife down.
Oh, please be careful. Your knife is going towards you. Got him?
It's fine, kind of.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Woo.
That's cool. Bit of DIY. Oh. See what I mean? See?
That's taking the wall with it.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a...
It's quite a big chunk.
Okay, you need to now slice from the top. So you can slice it off. Just do a slice. How many years has that been up? Oh my god, 7 years?
Yeah.
No! It did its job.
It did.
It's just now it's time to decorate. When did we decorate? Oh my god! When did we decorate this? About 7 years ago? 8 years ago.
2016?
Yeah. So, quite some time. That's why it's in need of a makeover. Jim's just lost the knife. Nothing to worry about.
I got it. Everything's fine. There you go.
Thank you. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do some repair jobs on it. Oh Christ, that's a lot. Might as well just put it. I've got some filler.
Cool. Let's not do that again.
Well, we don't anymore, do we?
What are you doing? Fucking weirdo. Just slicing at the wall with a knife.
I thought I could just slice the glue off, but it's not working. I don't know why. Update. This wall has had what we're calling a whitewash, even though it was mostly just the tiniest splash of water in just white paint. But yeah, hopefully that'll just create a layer so that the actual colour paint won't just soak into the wall and get wasted. that is a wrap for now anyway, because I still need to do the skirting boards and the windowsill, hoping to do the wooden look effect on both of those, and then possibly get a new curtain rail eventually. I want to kind of put it higher up and create a bit more of a statement with the curtains, but yeah, and maybe new curtains. But anyway, there we have it. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.